So it's the first day. We're gonna do some semi-pro qualifying here and locals stuff, which is kind of cool. You can kind of see the infield there. Can't really see it, but that is the VIP section. This is where it's at. We're about an hour away from getting things started with the anthem and all the good stuff. You can see how beautiful it is. It's gonna warm up quite a bit today. Trailer starts off cool in the morning, then the sun comes in those big plexiglass windows and turns into an aquarium. But anyway, we'll see what we can get recorded for you. I'm mostly going to be watching the race through a monitor, doing commentary on that for the live feed. So probably won't be in much of a position to film the races, but here we go. Opening day of the Jackson Hole World Championship Hill Climb is a day that's a little more sparsely attended than other days of the race. It kind of gives all of us on the production side a dress rehearsal, so to speak, to get in the groove and make a great production after a year of being apart. I didn't shoot much today because I was trying to focus on my part of the show and I was having a little trouble getting my sponsor sheet to load. One of the perks of being a snow devil and working as hard as they do is the beer tent. The beer tent closes to spectators an hour before the racing ends, but reopens for the staff after the fans have left the infield. It's the morning before we start qualifying the pros today, and I didn't know here at the Polaris tent they've got a couple of really legendary sleds, a couple of great people. One, Rick Ward, he was a racer rep. I think he was a rep for Polaris and stuff, and I knew who he was. I'm sure I met him a couple of times several years ago, but he's a racer from back in the old days, but he lost his life here a few years back on a Harley accident. But he's definitely one of the most beloved racers in Rimshaw, and he's dearly missed, but they brought his old racing snowmobile here to be a part of the display here at Polaris, and it's super cool. And I had to come down here before we get started this morning and take my hat off and pay homage. Another sled that we've got here is from David Shepard, who I did know a fair amount better. He passed away in an avalanche. Yeah, great people, and it goes to show how important this is. But Rick Ward is the sportsmanship trophy is named after him here at the World Championship Snowmobile Hill Climb, and fun to remember the people, and it's also fun to remember the technology and how much things have changed. Right now, a race sled other than a wrap is hard to tell from a distance if there's any modifications to it. They basically all look the same, which is great. It's cool that the industry's come that far, but it's super cool to look at the ingenuity of all of these racers that came before that kind of sort of created the technology that makes the industry such a strong commodity. This is Rick's sled, and you can see this is a custom-made tunnel. Didn't come from the factory like that. Extended tracks, custom suspension. We've got David's here. You can see the homemade clutch cover. Fuel tanks located here. Tube frame. It's cool. And an equally great man, his son, Toby Shepard sled on display right here next to David's. Toby will be racing this weekend. I spoke of sponsor sheets earlier. My part of the job is to rattle off each racer's sponsors as they climb the hill Some have 3 or 4 total, others have almost more than I can say before they cross the finish line.
Brought to you by Rocky Mountain Power Sports, Fly, Wicked Turbos, SLP, The Den, Daniel Junction, Rebel Auto Parts, Dynamic Designs, Mountain Armor.
I get these from a Word document, and for some reason I couldn't get them to load until racer/computer programmer JD Marshall saved the day. He's the middle of 3 generations of active racers in the Marshall family. His dad, Jim Marshall, is the oldest racer in Rimshaw, and in my 7 years, the only races he's missed was a couple years back while he was putting a beating on cancer. JD's nephew, Jaden, is also a tough competitor in the semi-pro.
Wolverine says, don't get too confident here. Give it a try.
Sleds here and look at well, I've got a lot of
Oh yeah, 150, 147, Thomas. Yeah, it's all you. Come on, Spanky, get her done. 137.56, 137.56. Oh my goodness. Wow. Red on his way down, heads up there. And he is your new fastest qualifier right there with 154.98. Yes. Everybody get behind him now. Let's help push Farron Gilbert up and over the top. Once again at 62 years old with a 2:18.20 for Farron Gilbert. Oh, man. Oh. Yeah, Cameron Saunders goes slow. It's white. All right, there. Ooh, look out, everyone. That's an expensive camera, Cameron. All right, come on in. Yeah, buddy. Get it up and over there. Whoa, man. Are you kidding me? American Car Care Center and family support obviously coming from Mom and Dad, Abby Hudson, and his sister JC. Love these folks, and I'm looking for big things from Riley Sprunger. Wearing my Riley Sprunger hat. Here we go. And like I said, we'll pick up Bo Richin at the very bottom of the class. We'll get ready to go with racer number 95, cousin Nate Suter. He's not my real cousin, but he plays one at the races. We're on a commercial break right now. I know the lighting in here is horrible, but it's mod day. It's pretty cool. I'm going to try to give you a little bit of an example. We're doing a top of the hill interview too. So we got Nate Zollinger, who is a world champion, grew up with him, and he's up top interviewing the racers as they come up and over the top. And it's super cool to watch and how big of a deal it is for the racers here at Jackson. One thing I'm a little worried about right now is my trailer. The snow is melting. It is unseasonably warm, and I'm pointed right downhill. I'm on a hell of an angle. Great for the view, but if the trailer breaks loose and decides to go down the hill, I'm going to take out the porta potties in the VIP section. So this could be a problem or the best viral video ever.
As always, Saturday night, Octane Addictions is in town for the thrill show, and Tyler and Glenn put together a little surprise for a man who kept Jackson's spirits up during the shutdown by dancing at the square.
Your friend, whoop, don't cheat yet.
I'm not.
Your friend, Glenn Gillis,
Yeah.
has a present for you for your 2-year anniversary.
Really? Oh, you're kidding me! Oh my God!
You better give Glenn a big hug.
Dude!
Thank God you told me you always wanted one.
So it was a big day with Mod Day, and I don't know if I mentioned it, but Mod Day is basically mostly boosted. They're modified sleds to a certain point, but most of them are boosted in some fashion, whether it's a turbo or a supercharger. They don't have to be, but the overwhelming majority of them are. I'm going to try to rest my brain a little bit, not do a whole heck of a lot of editing, even though I'm dying to get this thing out. I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to try to get as much sleep as possible because tomorrow is a big day with finals and the awards banquet. I want to be on my game so much. I think I owe it to these folks, so cutting off the party. The only thing that's going to keep me up is that it is also the party night for all of the spectators, all the fans of racing and their families and things like that. So I forgot. The hotels are really, really noisy on Saturday night, so I just got my fingers crossed that everybody gets it out of their system early and they go to bed as well, and I don't get woke up and stay up. So wish me luck, and we'll see you in the morning. In my opinion, one of the last holdouts at Jackson that I used to know and love is the coffee shop at the Virginian. Reasonably priced comfort food, amazing service, Western decor, and photos of notable Jackson figures adorn the walls. This is where Glenn and I start our day each morning of the race. Just to show you how tough these racers are, Brad Sharp, a racer on the backside of 50, took a spill during qualifying. He broke his nose and damaged other parts of his body and still came back and raced in the final. Big honking. Family support comes. True chief and coach. Yeah, how do you like him now? 2:03. Wow, Kobe Crapo up and over with 2:02, 32. Up and over your new leader, 130.48. 147.22. Bit of a slow there right there, getting caution. Look back there, going 584 for us. Here we go, up and over 122. Here comes up and over the guard stopping with 1:30, 52, launch it up and over. You're so close. Get a time on the board. So important. 140. Oh, so close. 141.40. All right, Tanner Myers. Looking good up and over. No matter how you look. 38. Well, he's got to really lay it down. He is right behind him, but Luke Rainey up and over, sets a bar with 128.65. Keith Curtis up and over with 126.56. Let's go put a cap on the race. a little disheveled this morning. I didn't get way out of control, but we had some fun at the Cowboy Bar last night. Didn't even take my phone out. Got a little bit of footage of the awards banquet, but then I realized that I just needed to put the camera down and take it in. It was really cool. My last awards banquet, my last hill climb, everybody was very nice. All I try to do in life is the best job that I can. I wanted to finish strong here. The weather was beautiful. The entire experience was just super cool. Congratulations to all the world champions. Congratulations, Keith Curtis setting a record for 7 King of King titles. Brand new record. Congratulations, Farron Gilbert, for breaking his own record, being 62 years, going over the top of Snow King. It was a very different year. I was so happy to be a part of it. A lot of history made. Until I don't have a ton of voice left, and I wanted to leave everything I could on the hill, and I think I did. Just like the racers do, they have a very serious passion for what they do, and I have a passion for what they do by doing what I do. So pretty cool. A little sad, teared up, choked up, getting ready to go on to the next thing. Again, I said it in the awards banquet last night, but for those of you that weren't there that are watching this, just freaking love each and every one of you. I'm really amazed that I got to be a part of this for as long as I did. It feels like I started yesterday. It doesn't feel like it's been, I think it's been 6 races over the course of 7 seasons. I don't know how to do the math on that. I can't remember all of it. So, but every experience is great. I will always remember this one. Again, all the racers, all of the racers' families, everybody, thank you all so much. It was great. But on to the next thing. We're off to Arkansas for the Monster Truck Insanity Tour and do some pedal pub stuff. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Snow Devils, for making this happen. I'm Kenny, and may the best of your past be the worst of your future.